The world. There's an arm about me. Look who it is.
Beautiful man.
It's beautiful, man. It's my friend, Manson. Hello, mister. How the fuck are you, boy? Sir? Mister? Clapperton?
That's none of your business, but good.
I think it is not my business. That's why I ask. You okay?
I wore my red socks for you.
He wore red socks because of my red chair, and that's the whole theme. I'm thematic here. And I can see, here's the cool thing. We can look this way. I can look meaningfully or just superciliously. They have cameras everywhere.
I don't like the people with the cameras. They make me nervous.
The camera people?
Change it.
May I just say something? This is all a hologram. None of these fuckers is real.
It's like Philip K. Dickhead.
Philip K. Dickhead used to be called Philip the Dick Up. He had a hiccup and couldn't get the cock out. So he had to block out the cock out to fill up the dick up. A lot of science fiction movies.
If you hold your breath, you won't get a pot belly full of cum.
That's not what I heard.
It's what I read.
Either way, it's delightful. Hey, I toast.
Look at that red plastic socks for bitches, and look what I got.
Red plastic socks. Man, you see that shit? That's like crazy.
I traveled into the future to get back in time.
That's what I said last week. You hit, cheers to you, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marilyn Manson, one of the more extraordinary artists of the modern world. I have no idea what fucking camera I'm on. We're supposed to have lights, and that's like there's 42 cameras. That one, that helps a lot. That's mine, and that's yours now. We both look like Chinese monkeys. Huh?
Yeah.
I was going to the same time. Hey, you have a new logo there.
I got lots. I got a bunch of tattoos.
Tattoos are good, and I have...
I don't like them. I don't like girls with tattoos. I have a theory that per tattoo, it increases the possibility of their vagina to not smell good. It's not proven.
Well, there is research being done where they have this thing called fragrance emulating pigmentation, whereby you can actually tell by the color of the tattoo if it's going to be fragrant or not. They even have this one where there's a little flower, and if it's really stinky, a little skunk pops his head around and goes, "Yoda, stinky doggy in the highway."
Do you think I sing in the shower?
If what?
Do you think that I sing in the shower?
You mean we're not in the shower now?
I don't take showers.
That's what I meant.
Just like a little wet one on my undercarriage.
Well, under the carriage, you find the transmission. If you have a nocturnal transmission, it could lead to an emission of guilt.
When was the last time you had a wet dream?
I don't really believe in wet dreams. That's why I go to bed with wet wipes.
I masturbate with women.
With them?
With their bodies as my hand.
As a vehicle?
Yes.
Let me just check that into my data sheet. Hold on, I got it. You jerk with women, but you put your cock in. It don't seem like jerking, but it seems much better. Not a sin at all, not a way to go, but you can all better. Explode it.
Blow.
Is that spoogy or just the likings thereof? You know what's good about this, everything? Hold on. Tastes salty, just like my ass. By the way, this show is not for the kiddies. Okay, let me show you some stuff that I do every week. I do this is
There's
FU.
stuff in her hair
FU.
back there that
You can. It's cool though. Yeah, we can. We see it back. We can. Can I see the title card because this is FU, Fletcher'suniverse, episode 26.
See, I thought it meant FU.
Well, it's a double.
I got it. I'm Dr. Double Entendre. What's up with that?
I'm your nurse. I'm single at Totra. So I start every show with a title card right there, see? And I go with a palindrome.
See, that's like Philip K. Dick's heads. Doogie see God.
Doogie see God. It's a palindrome. And why did I choose God for this? I know Manson can tell me because of his knowledge in Kabbalistic studies, but 26 is the Hebrew number for God. Just like, you can drop the card now because I think it's better to see humans in red letters. Numerically, the tetragrammaton, and the word love is 13, the word unity is 13, 13 and 13 is 26.
My number's 15.
15, I knew that. But 1 and 5 is 6. And today is 621, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3 times 37. You know what I'm saying? 3 times 37.
You just
37 is definitely
calculated me.
Moleeds, but I know that shit from before. As part of my understanding
Yes,
of the
that's
world,
true.
World situation. And I have been asked by countless viewers to inquire as
Man with such knowledge of math can't count them.
count who the
You
viewers.
said they were countless.
They are countless. You know why? Because they keep coming up.
You're countless Dracula.
Countless controller. Countless, count more, anything you adore. I can do it, you can too. Count the score and then we'll know.
I'm Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, Ferrat 3, Ferrat 4. A Ferrari, but not a derriere. Either way, it's gonna be stinky when you get exhausted. Hey, look, in golden ratio too. Here's look at my little golden ratio tool. You can use this as a for two girls at once. Bingo, bingo, bingo. See, they can just slap them like that or like this. So yeah, that's golden ratio. It remains consistent golden ratio.
I'm gonna go with this one, not
right.
the big one in the middle. I'll go with the. You start here, and then it gradually
You work
progresses
up.
to this.
This is the you trace the cycle of the female vagina, from, you know, infantile, there after one child, and then that's called the twin machine.
Or if you stretch it, they will come.
Nicely done.
Kevin
Closely
Costner.
did.
What did it
Head
cost?
down. If you build it, she will come. If you make her come, she will build you. More than likely, but
Ooh, if
less than
Rome wasn't built in a day.
a day.
Julius, I'm having a Julius seizure right now.
Is that a Doris Day or a Tony Randall your face off with Nicolas Cage full of Kilimanjaro? Whoa! Wow, palindrome and mom. Depends whether you're upside down. Now, how old were you when you got your first tat, man?
21 years of
For
age.
real? 21? So you waited like legally?
Like two years ago.
Yeah. Well,
No, it wasn't legally.
3 years ago.
No, I got some girl to purchase it for me.
Was it a real?
what you do
Was
in
it
the
like
early
prison
days.
wise?
Yeah, it's prison style. I've been to prison.
I have.
Jacksonville Correctional Facility, not prison.
Florida is big on criminals. In fact, this little thing we're going to do in a little bit called the Dirty Dozen, which is criminals, and I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask Martin to select from a series of criminals who is the perpetrator, and lots of motherfuckers are from Florida.
They are. Well, I almost was convicted of a sex crime. I would have been a sex offender for having sex to a man's head. They said on stage because I did a little double. I did a little double tap.
Right?
Yeah.
But that was bullshit.
Well, I didn't have a boner, so it didn't really count. But
Well, not
and
to
the
you.
way I really got out of that conundrum was I was on the stand, whatever, you know, that little box, and there's
On
people.
trial.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
And
So help you,
and I
Mom.
actually wore non-prescription glass. Whoa, God, you're fucking blind.
No, baby, that's for reading close up. That's 3
I don't
O's.
forget drugs. I'm
No,
just gonna wear
close
glasses.
up, Junior. Close up. Well, 2 more years, you're gonna need that shit to read prescriptions.
I said it was a theatrical gesture.
Of course
And that's
it
how I was
was.
exonerated from my crime. Otherwise, I'd be knocking on your door and saying,
All right.
"No,
Well,
sir, I can't be next to your daughter."
well, that's an obvious situation.
But
So,
I already say that.
the ramp up of fame, in relationship to the ramp up of people suing your ass, it is a proportion. Like the distance from the source of
My boy
the
named
energy
Sue
will continue to ensue
and wear lawsuits.
before the seersucker gets his bell bottomed. I met Manson laugh. Oh, I'm so happy. I met him laugh. Okay, figure dance. 9 line, pony line. Everybody sing a time. Blow, lie, slappy, lappy, lappy, kick. Shmunda.
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
That's the best part about
It's like riding in a cab in different various countries, like Kansas or Europe.
Well, there's Paris.
Europe's a
sir.
country, but there's always like different songs on the radio that I don't know, but I like to tell the driver. This used to be my favorite. Ding, dong, dong. But I listened to it so many times. Could you please change the channel? They don't understand because they don't speak my language.
Well-
But you know what? And just as a footnote to everyone out there,
Footnote as a
strip bars in Europe are whorehouses. And also sometimes strippers may be whores and they may live in your house. But those two are not related.
By Europe, you mean San Bernardino?
I mean Chatsworth.
That's what I was thinking. Because Chatsworth is the New Europe.
Chatsworth's the Bulgaria of California.
And Bulgaria is the Ontario of Yugoslavia.
I don't like French Canadian accents. No offense to the Quebecans.
Well, you know, Yugoslavia is from the word slave. And aren't we all slaves in some way to our own bodies? Can you leave your body? Not immediately.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I have a short film planned with him as the arch villain, and he.
Who's him?
You, him.
Him, me?
Yes.
Wait, I'm gonna be in your film.
You're like a combination.
Mom, did you hit it?
He's a combination between the Swedish Bela Lugosi from Hour of the Wolf in the Ingmar Bergman film, and
The Swedish Bela Lugosi.
yeah, and
I'd like more potato, the
and
pancake.
you're a drug lord.
Yeah, I like that.
What I would call slightly gay, but
Isn't
you know,
everyone slightly gay?
well, if we're happy-ish.
Happy-ish. Hey, if you touch yourself, every time a man touches himself.
You're wearing makeup, so that could call you gay, but then look who's pointing the kettle at the black man.
Who's got a bigger fiddle?
Whose fire are you putting your fish in?
The fish
So, and
don't
then you're-
stink until the pussy leaks.
Yeah, that's, oh, I get you mean the potato leaks.
Well, I meant actually the simultaneous.
And you're also a
ends.
white slavery enthusiast.
Enthusiast.
Yeah, it's like
That
a
means
hobby.
I don't really participate.
No, it's just a hobby.
No, it's just like bringing over the release the dungeon.
And I get to kill you.
Oh, that's the best
I shoot
part.
you in the dick.
In the dick. That's not gonna kill me.
No,
It's
it
gonna
won't.
bounce, baby.
Yeah. But then later,
What part of the dick? Top or the bottom?
I'm gonna shoot you in the middle 4
Wait,
feet.
what? I know it's your project, but what
So
if?
it's like Anaconda. It's like Anaconda 4 starring
What if you shot it like right down the pee hole? You know,
the
little-
urethra.
Yeah,
That was
Urethra
a
Franklin.
urethra, true.
You know, she's good. Man.
Harmonica Lewinsky.
She's queen of the soul hole.
Harmonica Lewinsky too. They could be in a jazz band together.
Yeah,
a jizz band
A
together.
jizz band. Lewinsky Slope. I'm in the love again. 2 more points, and I get my own chopstick called Fuck My Lord.
Remix.
Titi is a puuki inala chikitembo. Boo, boo, boo. How many times have people tried to take your money with frivolous lawsuits? Is it countless?
I don't know if there's any non-frivolous lawsuits, but
That's a very good point. That's like saying, hey, is it serious? It's like saying, man, I have terrible diarrhea.
well,
Oh, like,
I broke
opposed to
up.
what?
I almost dated a girl once, and I didn't like the way she pronounced her name. I won't say her name because that's like a song. Say
Was
my
it
name.
like, fuck me, show me?
No. It was. I just didn't like the way it sounded. It sounded like someone who sang rap music. But she said that she wanted to go to college to either go to China and teach them to speak English, which I thought was very invasive.
To the Chinese and to the people that speak English.
Yeah, and to me,
You.
I wasn't even eating Chinese food. And then she also said, or she wanted to be a lawyer. So I said, I don't like you anymore, and get off of my dick.
And was she actually in the penetrative mode at the time?
I don't remember because it's just all. Well, I have a great memory, but sometimes you gotta get rid of the little ugly memories to
could
make
just try
better for the
something.
big, nicer ones.
I'm gonna try and take you back now. Just relax, please. Take you back.
Yes, I
Think
was
of-
balls deep.
Smell her. Smell her. Oh,
I
okay,
like
don't
it.
smell her. Forget the smell. Think of the day. Was it a Tuesday? I think it was a Tuesday or a Thursday. And she's there with you, and she is riding you, and then she goes, "Oh, please, I want to teach in a Chinese G."
No, she was American, regular. She was regular.
Okay, that kills the whole thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm mad about it.
Yeah, it should be. Now, if she actually was,
And she didn't have a job either, except a blowing job. But I'm not really sure who's the boss on that
But
one.
you
Not
know-
Tony Danza.
Speaking of blowjobs, don't you think that's misnamed? I mean, it's not really blowing; it's more sucking.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I think that fans should suck and not blow.
Either
You know,
way,
air
it's good.
fans.
Well, here's my theory how blowjob came to be. Somebody walked in a room and saw a woman performing Fleischer, and to him it looked like she was blowing the guy up because he was going, She was like, getting bigger. It's just a theory. I can't prove it.
Until recently, I mean, it's fact-finding mission. That's what I do.
I'm recognizance.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
mean,
not
Black
that.
Ops. But so, you know,
Your ups not that black. They're slightly.
I never used to be a big fan of oral sex. I don't like making sex to a woman's face or hand as much as I like to just put my venom into the egg sac. Just get the poison right to where it needs to go.
Well, that's.
I mean, it's
good.
it's in the Bible.
Everything is.
We took out a rib, put it in dirt.
That's where
A
it
woman
goes.
was born from dirt,
From the dirt.
and then she fucked the snake. So what you got to figure out is how to be the snake.
Well, you
Cycle
can
of life.
be the snake if you have reptile in the bathroom.
Some ophidian.
Ophidian, lovely. Ophidian reference.
Good use of the word Ophidian. So I get a little zip for that.
Ophidian. Okay, next supercilious reference we'll speak of.
We're on the actors thing. You're the black dude. I'm the
Yes.
other guy.
Oh, I'm the black guy? I bet, yeah, well, what you mean? I started acting when I was 14 years old. I was in a play called Fuck My What? Written by who? Wrote what, motherfucker? I'm walking off this show. What's your name, Simon who?
You're Uncle Tom and I'm Jerry.
That almost sounds like a race. Jerry Springer or Jerry Sprung for the dinky? Okay, a Luddite troglodyte. A Luddite troglodyte says, nah, no fire for me. Fuck that, no technology, no fire. Luddite troglodyte. That's page 42 of the
You
Fuck
lost
My
me.
reference.
No, it's all right.
Not for you, but for
Oh,
we
okay.
have some fans.
That was an erudite mathematical version of Dennis Miller.
Except he has very small hands.
And he also has no funninesses.
How does a comedian?
He just reads off a
become
piece of paper and they don't spell it right.
right-wing? I don't
I
get
think
it.
that if he emailed me, it would have typos in it.
I'm questioning. He is afraid of spell check because he thinks it has to do with witches.
It does.
You know, it's that whole right wing.
It's a Macbeth.
But you know,
Macbeth, I hear you calling.
Bethany has a heart of gold. In number 4, if you're keeping track of
I keep
lap
thinking
power,
these are grapes. I want to eat them.
you can eat them.
Can I have some grapes?
It would pass, yes. Grapes for the whiny and those for the miney. In scripture, it's you know, people, the whole thing about being anti-gay is because it's in scripture, but it only says that a man should not lie with a man. It doesn't say about women lying with women.
Doesn't say you can't stand up and fuck him in the bathroom.
Exactly right. Or on a sink. Not a word.
You can break a sink like
Just
that.
can't lie about it. You can break a sink.
When you put your stink on the sink,
You can break a sweat.
you better think.
You better sink because it could be draining. Hey, that's number 42. When I was in
Skating rink.
in Canada,
How unfortunate.
well, I was there to get out.
Yeah, you know, that's the only country where I try to enter it, and they make such a hard fuss for me to get in. That sounded like rape almost.
For them? For you?
I don't know, for somebody. And then when you leave, they have this restoration fee for the airport. It's
Yeah.
10 Canadian dollars, which is like 5 cents in America, right?
Extortion.
Yeah, so I went to the Bank of Canada. Not the sperm bank, that's where I usually go.
It's the same place where I shop.
And I got $10 in Canadian pennies.
Nice.
And so I went to the thing and I laid them down and they're like, I'm sorry, sir, we can't accept this. I'm like, why?
It's your money, bitch.
It's your money. Well, no, sir, we don't have time to count these. I'm like, well, why? Why? And then there's like 500 people lined just piling up. Why?
You can't
Why?
do it, eh?
Why? And then they get the manager down there and they're like, sorry, sir, we can't do this. I'm like, well, this is all I have. Why?
Eh?
And then at the end, I'm like, I pull out $20 in American money. I go, keep the change.
Nice.
That's the way I treat the Canadians. But I love Canadian. I love Canada. I like to call it Canada. I do.
Canadian drive.
I've had sex with a lot of Canadian women.
I've had sex with a Canadian flag.
I have too. I burned a Canadian flag.
Well, I just like the leaf part.
Yeah, and I got arrested because I almost got arrested in Canada, because I said, they say grade 8 instead of 8th grade. And I said, how many girls out here are in grade 8? I'm going to make you feel like you're in grade 9.
Nice.
And they said that was child pornography. And I said that I'm simply a tutor and not the show on HBO.
I think it's more of a 3-door sedan. Well, you know, hot and cold in French is chaud and froid, CNF. And that was in the French part. And I looked at the faucets and it had CF, which were my initials.
Oh,
And I
okay.
thought, what a classy hotel. You know,
Oh,
they
I
put
know,
my
yeah.
initials. But then I realized what Harry Connick feels like in America.
In-
Holy fuck, I'm leaking.
I haven't shown you all of the, but I have a hobby that I do. I'm an enthusiast of this. I'm not like Andre Serrano, the piss artist, but every hotel I go in, I film myself with my iPhone, my POV of my POV and on shit.
Yeah.
So I've peed in safe and a VCR. I peed on orchids, roses, plastic flowers. I peed on walnuts. I peed on French toast that wasn't French toast because I was in France and I was mad that it did not have the regular French toast stylings. And I won't pee on people. I don't like to be peed on.
You won't pee on a piano?
I'm pissed off. Yeah.
If you pee on a piano.
I'm gonna pee on a piano. I did that too.
That's always fun. I like, well, when you are sleeping in the cold winter.
Are you down with OPP?
OPP. OPP. I'm down with OP double P.
Ooh.
That's other people's what? Poo. Palano Lara Santos.
I also pee in my sink when I get up in the morning because it's dick height, and also I'm too lazy to go into the bathroom, even though they're located next to each other. You've been to my lair?
Yeah, I've been to the lair.
Which was once owned by Billy Zane.
The lair of Billy Zane.
The lair of the white one.
And interestingly enough, both of its occupants took place in an activity whereby pigment was transferred to canvas.
It's the first place I ever painted.
Yeah, and Billy painted there, and I once did a paint with him there. And you, most people of your fanship know this, but for those who don't, in addition to being an extraordinary musical artist and performer, because there are a lot of guys that are good musical artists, but when they get on stage, they look like scarecrows. And you really understand theater, and I
like being like a
that.
scarecrow, though.
Scarecrow? You pee on a scarecrow?
Oh, go ahead.
And I
Thank
could pee
you
on a
for the
scarecrow.
compliment.
It is a compliment. But this young man is quite an artist, and the medium that he usually chooses is watercolor, which is there's one of his pieces. I mean, watercolor is really difficult, more difficult than oil or acrylic, because it's magical. And
well, it's different, but you know, it should be said that while Billy Zane, the first time I ever painted with Billy Zane, I used house paint. Some people say, "Who's your greatest influence as a painter?" I say Sherwin Williams.
I
of course.
saw it coming. Mine is Anson Williams.
And
Happy Days.
yes,
Forget it.
I was Ansel Adams also, but Charles here was the one who encouraged me to paint. And one of my early stuff that I did was more inspired by Egon Schiele, I guess, you know, because I used oil crayons.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, I used what was available at CVS at midnight. That's what I used. Honestly, it was art by convenience.
So, Drano and Justin.
I painted Coors Light recently with my watercolors. They're like beer colors. It's, you know, it's whatever you want to make it. I've used 5-hour energy drink on them. By the way, if you drink enough 5-hour energy drinks, they are cumulative and you can time travel.
I've heard that.
And they have extends for your dick energy drinks, which I do not need. I need the opposite. But your dick can't travel into the future and figure out that you did something wrong with it and tell you not to do it by going not right.
Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen again.
It's going to happen.
It happened already, and now we're back. I told you.
Back to the Future, Part 2, 3,
Part
4, and
6
5.
and 7. Boy, Karate Kid 8's coming out. I wonder how it'll end.
You know what? I actually got offered a role in Piranha 3 Double D. And I'm going to take it.
I would definitely take it.
I'm taking it. Angry Fish and Tits. Angry Fish and Tits. That's all you need.
Hold on, like Angry Fish and Tits. Yeah, give me a side of fracks, some 2 trouts, and a bass. Is that a bass or a bass?
Elizabeth Shue.
Sea bass, sea bass. I see anything across the face. Well,
so the painting I did of you, I know you got it lurking over there.
Can I show that?
Yeah.
With your permission?
Well, the part about it that's most amusing is that I presented to him on Christmas.
It was a Christmas.
In front of his family at the time.
Yeah, it was Christmas, and it was, as I recall, it was New Year. It was right before I was opening for you in '99.
Yeah, and I found just recently, I was sifting through my demented journals, but I found the original sketch for it. I mean, it's not exactly, I think that he looks like Donald Sutherland in Invasion of the Body Snatchers,
well,
holding on to Tatum O'Neal's skull.
It looks a bit like Rodney Allen Rippey doing a water flip.
I mean, I've come quite a way.
Well, my kids were there.
Look at your nipples. It's so graphic. Look how many ribs you have. You have like 3.
It's 2 ribs. And
You know
my kids were little. He gave one of them On the Road, I think, and another book to kids.
Kurt Vonnegut.
And Kurt Vonnegut. And they saw this and they go, "Wow, Dad.
Dad, you're
got a big packer."
And then you said,
I said, "It's just watercolor."
Mars and mine wanted to know why you're holding a loaf of bread now, Charlie, in the picture.
Loaf of bread.
A loaf of that does look like a baguette. You fucking baguette.
Well, you know, If your dick don't look like bread, you ain't gonna be toasting anybody.
And you won't have any yeast.
Any what?
Yeast infections.
Yeast infection, that's the yeast you can do. Speaking of art, this is your new book, yeah?
It's my first museum book.
First museum book.
Which I'm very proud
That's
of.
impressive.
Well, I've never had one, and it was
mean,
with
a
David
museum.
Lynch. Yeah,
There's a lot
the
of people
Kunst,
that
the
paint.
Kunsthal in Vienna.
Kunst?
Kunsthal.
How many kunst is that? One kunst?
I just love that art is called Kunst in
Kunst.
Germany.
His name is Kunst? Kunst. Look at all those kunst. Who you calling a kunt? It's an artist's name, Schmattel. And it's really the genesis of paint. And for people who want to obtain this, they have to go to museum for it or your bookstore?
No, I think they have it on. I think they have it on Spamazon.
Spamazon.com.
I'm not sure, but yeah, it's
and it's filled with like really wondrous
thank you.
paintings. I mean, this
on
is,
my website, which people go, "What's your website called?" I'm like, "What do you fucking think it's called?" MarilynManson.com.
It's called.
But I just did a new website that so I have all my art properly displayed there, and my photography of nude women mostly, and soon to be whatever artistic films that we make together, in which you will play a deviant, which is just character acting. I mean, that's just, it's like reality TV. You just playing yourself.
I've always felt that about myself.
I felt it when I felt you.
That wasn't me. That was felt. You felt.
I don't like when you look me in the eye when I come on your chest there. It makes you upset.
Well, perhaps you don't realize that I'm
off-putting.
dyslexic. I'm looking over there. Can I help it if my eyes are shut out from jizma?
You're dyslexic.
Dyslexic, and I can't pronounce my testy. $45 for a ball of worm. So, have you ever done a drawing that they put on your body?
Yeah, I drew most of my early tattoos.
Yeah.
I got those in prison. No, I stopped getting a tattoo for a while because I don't like tattoos. I don't like people go, "Where'd you get your ink?" I'm like, prison. I've been in prison.
Well, tats is the new like.
But I have a tattoo gun now, and I'm just like experimenting on people.
People.
Yeah, just like, hey, let me do that for you.
Live people.
Oops.
Hey, that hurt quite a bit.
It's like drawing, but you can't erase it.
I had an extra vein tattooed onto my Johnsons.
That's weird that you say that because one time when I was very high on narcotics, I was on the phone with Hunter S. Thompson before he died. He was like my phone friend.
Just because what you said, Hunter S. Thompson before he died, like they had said,
Like I was
on the phone with Hunter S. Thompson after he died. That's even a more impressive story.
It's an iPad Ouija board.
Who are you talking to? Hunter S. Thompson. Fuck off.
But I was on the phone with him, and at the time I believed that I had an ingrown hair in my penis.
And
I didn't want to show my friend, and Hunter advised me to extract it.
What part of the penis? Just because it's
just the first
glands,
2 to 3 feet.
the shaft or the
Yeah.
head?
The shaft. Yeah.
Because that's where the hairs grow. No hairs grow on the top.
But he told me, he advised me. He's a bad advisor. It was also when I was potentially going to go to prison in Detroit for sexual assault. He said, get in a fucking car and drive to Mexico. Great advice, thank you. But so I went in the bathroom, and I think I spent a few times with those pointy tweezers, the ones that are not good to have. The ones that you don't give to girls either, because they pull out all their hairs. That's called
tweezer, man.
No. It's called
yeah, I know.
Girl.
Girl picking.
And then but what I found out was it was a capillary, not a hair.
Really, capillary.
Yeah, it was just like a like a small vein.
Yeah, that's a song, I think. Capillary.
Yeah, and I've never
So
told
you-
anyone that story, so
you
I'm glad that
plucked
we
the
just shared that,
capillary?
just you and I.
Just you and I, because the fact that this is.
So he was a
literally the
doctor,
world.
but not a legal doctor, a medical
That's
doctor.
the best kind, especially when you have capillary hairs.
Yeah,
Capillary punishment. That's what
It-
you went through.
I don't like it.
Capillary punishment.
Capillaries, David.
Capillary David Duke.
Wow, he's from Fort Lauderdale.
David Duke is?
Yeah, I don't like him.
Well, the state's shaped like a penis.
It is,
Even the name Peninsula comes from penis.
and you know where I like to go? This joke always works every time. On my good friend Chris Renna, you know that he's a diminutive fellow, but still a beautiful man.
Chris?
I would say, hey, I
Drummer?
want to go to Penn Island, and he doesn't get it. It's the dumbest pun, Penn Island.
Penn Island.
Pennisland.
Penicillin. Well, you know, I think
He
it's,
doesn't
it's
get
graphic.
it, but he thinks it's funny every time.
Well, it's because he was.
I also scare him a lot.
Well,
Well, I just look at him and go,
He can't handle it, can he? You know why? Because he's a fucking pussy.
I hope that he's fucking pussy right now,
well.
for his own sake.
Not right now.
It's good
but
for you.
For her own sake. Her own sake, actually, if she is of the Pacific Rim job. Oh, Lord, I burned here. Use this, pick your nose.
I got red sakis on.
Red sakes.
Yep.
Red socks at night. Whoa, whoa.
You know what? That was one of my first interviews I did when I was a journalist. I interviewed Cy Cern from The Fix.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Was he all tall in English and wanting to be David Bowie?
It was over the phone.
On the phone.
Yeah.
So he was all short in English and wanted to be Elton John.
Small in an earpiece
Yeah.
sounding.
You asked a question? No. No.
I don't remember what I asked him. I said, asked him about his kids or like why he had 2 exes.
For
And,
The Fix.
yeah, I don't know.
Is it a drug thing, The Fix, or is it just like, my toilet's broken? The plumber came in, I gave it The Fix. Hey.
My toilet's broken today.
No way.
Broke the handle off of it.
For real?
Yeah, for
You
real.
know what? You know, people don't think that there are links between minds.
Christopher
but
Plummer needs to come over and fix it.
He's in a very good new movie now with Ewan McGregor Vidal. The pause sometimes can work. That's all I
Yeah,
can say.
it's comic timings.
Chameleon.
Kamikaze timings.
Margaret. Hey,
Kamikaze timing is important too, because if you hit that shit wrong,
Damn.
your sake's going rocky.
And that means no get back to the blocky to Rocky Mommy's Baki.
Yeah, my milkshake. Mm-mm.
Your milkshake shook, but that's not what she took. The strawberry was not blue, but the blueberry knew.
My milk snake brings all the.
Milk snake. I like it that one. You
I
make
like
a
it that one
snake.
too.
That's
Milk
you
snake.
just make that up?
I just made that up.
I like it a lot. This is what you call a jam. We do real-time jam. Real-time jam. This is the
Milk
real-time
snake.
jam.
Do it.
A real-time jam.
Milk snake.
No
Milk
to the
snake.
take it. You can't make it big. You can't take a fake. You just go down and go for the milk snake. Milk snake. Not a garter snake, not a python too, or an anaconda who would look like a Jew.
I might be lactose intolerant.
I might be lactose, but hollering lactose. Hey, you know whose birthday it is today? Speaking of music. All right, I'll give you.
Yours?
I'll give you a clue. No, I would never. predict
Mine?
that.
Mm-mm.
It was ours.
It was
It
Tree's
is
yesterday.
okay. When venison like they Lola.
Kid Rock?
Yep. Kid Rock.
Eric Clapton?
Kid Rock and Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
And the Kinkman Ray Davies. And you know,
We got the clap. We got the
Lola
clap.
was originally written about cereal. It was originally, I'm not a cereal guy.
What was Cocaine written about?
Granola. Granola.
Wait, no, but he didn't sing that. Is it Ray Davies or Eric Clapton? Whose birthday is it?
It's Ray Davies.
I said Eric Clapton. You just let me get away with that.
Yeah, you're my guest. You said the other one too. I thought
thought it was the window out the kid thing. Is that too soon to say that?
You got 6 more minutes.
Okay, no, yeah,
That's
Ray Davies.
responsible. Yeah.
The Kinks.
The
Kink instability.
Lola, Kinkalani. And like Kodachrome was originally something else. And like sometimes you come up with songs like Beautiful People, for instance. Was that at one point like, you know?
Originally it was called Beautiful Penis.
Really?
Yeah, but I didn't, like, it didn't fall off the tip of the tongue.
The tip of the tongue. Interesting pronouncement of flips and stones. You know, Stairway to Heaven was lyrics were, and she's leasing a celestial escalator.
I used to say I'm taking the elevator because my ex-girlfriend's name was Stairway to Evan, and I didn't like it.
Oh, I understand that. Well, Elevator and Darth Vader and Ella Fitzgerald and Fitzgerald Wortman. And neither of them.
Smell of Fitzgerald.
Smell of what?
Smell of Fitzgerald.
I did.
Smell of shit.
Smell of shit sterile. You can smell a shit sterile, but you can't Ella Fitzgerald. Because if you do, you may end up without apparel.
Psycho Ella Fitzgerald.
Psychophantic fuck monkeys with chicken balls.
Woo! I always wondered, do chickens have balls?
Well, the chickens, not the rooster, would have.
Does the rooster fuck the other size chicken,
I got
the
pictures.
regular one?
Yeah, I got paid. They
The
tried.
first pornography I ever saw was animal pornography.
I don't think it's
story.
pornography. Then that's just called science class.
It's called Nat Geo.
It's Nat Geo.
I like that they simplified National Geographic for the retards. Just Nat Geo.
Nat Geo. Well, sci-fi.
Because I saw a commercial, it was like U2 on Nat Geo. It's like, can you just dumb it down anymore with the
We're
monkey?
losing everything. Yeah, what's the language going to? Why not real words?
Not
All
regular,
fucking
not
words.
regular retarded people. I just mean like regular
And
Americans.
a talk,
that are
you know, like to report, to port, to
No,
report,
retard is
to do, to redo, to
when
tard.
you stop it, right?
Tard is in tardy, meaning slow.
Yeah, but also it's in music. A retard when you stop the.
Exactly.
It's like this the tip.
Just the tip,
Mm.
the point, the helmet, which is also a German name.
Stabbing cabin. That's what my house is called.
Stab in the cabin while stepping is fetching? Is that a log cabin or just something to make Abe link the licking? Link the licking until it's sticking. Either way, my pork is sticking. Thicken, but don't quicken.
Ooh. Sometimes, you know, if you've ever met a professional pole dancing artist,
When you say meat,
I'm concerned that when they're on that brass pole, that if you met them and you were to, perchance, you know, kiss upon them in their lady parts, it would taste
Taste
like
of metal?
a handful of dirty change.
well, it depends on what country.
It would be like you know, like Hamilton, and is that the guy? What was that 5-cent guy?
Oh, Jefferson? Or
One of those guys.
There's been
One
a
of
lot
those.
of
I was.
5-cent
I
guys.
failed history.
No, history failed you.
Oh no, it's
but
herstory.
It's our story now, my brote.
It would just taste like dirty change. How about we just leave it at that?
Well, I think that's a good joke. But it could also taste like brass polish, more than likely, which would be worse. Like dirty change might not be bad. Or if it was brand new, like numismatist,
No, it'd be like when you get struck by lightning. It would taste like a stripper's pussy.
you know,
It's
people.
what I've read. It's what I've heard.
What?
It was on the internet.
About getting struck by lightning?
Yeah, it said getting struck by lightning is getting struck by fucking frightening.
That's amazing. Lightning. There's a song and everything.
Cock thunder.
Cock thunder and the thunder of the roar. Helen Reddy. You cannot
The
ignore
blunder
it.
of the whore.
The blunder of the horror from down under the you one you can't ignore the blunder. Slippity dippity doo. Have you ever
Went
been struck by lightning?
swimming in the
Swimming?
dirty sea and washed up on the hooker shore.
Hooker shore or dinosaur? Oh, a dinosaur. A dinosaur. Brontosaurus clitoris. Bigger than a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Don't you think that they could have just given them Excedrin to dinosaurs so they wouldn't be sore anymore?
I think they tried, but dinosaur, she more than sore. She have throb. Dinothrob. Dino P.
I wanted to, that's new thing. Don't steal our ideas, people.
They can. We'll sue them.
Dinosaur porn.
Dinosaur porn, hey.
Women riding triceratops.
Nice.
Tara Reid being a pterodactyl.
Like
You know,
that.
just keep it going. You know, you got
Spactal? Yeah, I think so. I think, you know.
Tyrannosaurus, Megan Fox, Rex.
Maybe,
I don't know, that was a stretch, but you know.
Stretch is good. Stretch
Stretch is
pants.
good.
Dinosaur run stretch.
Stretch Armstrong.
A Louis Armstrong, or
Yeah.
even that, or you know, a Raptor. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know, the kind of music, like yo yo yo, I'm a Raptor, not full of crap tour. I bite your head in the app tour. Fuck it up, bring it on. Ow! Then chew the bitch up, spit the bitch out. I'm a rapator.
I like it. Where you going with that?
I'm a raptor, not a fucker. I'm a raptor. Eat me.
The
Going
element,
the other direction.
the element of surprise. Look what it did for rape.
It's always good. That's what brings the Ho Chi Minh back to the Chi Ho V, V or P O V.
Wow, you flipped the.
If you don't flip it, you can't skip it. I just follow your lead, man. I just go for your brain power.
I'm not playing lead. I'm playing rhythm.
In that case, I'm gonna take the Gibson and give it back to the fender before it bends. near
Debbie
the end of it.
Gibson
Debbie Gibson was in a movie.
and then fender bender.
She was in a fender bender. She was in a really badass movie I saw a while ago with Lorenzo Lamas.
That sounds fantastic.
It was so bad. It was like, wow, this is great.
It superseded bad that it became art.
Supersede from your milk snake?
I watched Wild Things today because Ashley, my personal
Assistant.
companion,
Companion.
Yeah, not lover, companion.
That's good. That means you don't have to give gifts.
I don't make sex to her.
You give sex to her.
No. She cockblocks me often with girls and
You make love,
men
you take
and women.
lips out of sight.
But she was watching Wild Things, getting all lubed up to come over here,
Really?
and
Natural lube or
and I was just astonished by Kevin Bacon's ability to put his dick in every movie. Even The Invisible Man, you saw his dick and it was invisible.
When you're baking, you ain't faking.
When you bring home the bacon fried up in the fucking Matt Dillon's pan.
Matt Dillon. So here's the irony of that. Matt Dillon, who was all hot, his younger brother is now like bigger than him. He's got a sitcom coming.
Yeah, he was in The Blob
The Blob.
with Donovan Leitch, who
Damn.
Ashley has a sexual crush on.
You do?
We should bring Ashley into this so Ashley can
Ashley,
be.
come on.
Really?
Come on, Ashley. No, Ashley
Stay
does.
up.
And wasn't Steve McQueen in the original Blob?
Come on, Ash.
You know what?
Fact checker. We got Steve McQueen.
Yeah, just put the camera on Ashley.
We can do
Embarrass
that.
her. And
We
that's
can do
Fred next to Ashley. That's Fred. But show Fred. Fred's very famous in Burbank. Fred plays bass in my band.
Fred, is that his real name?
That's his real. No. Well, yeah. I mean, I would make up a fake name like Fred. It's stupid.
That's nice. It is.
I like to call him Fred Lobster.
They look good there.
Fred Lobster.
Fred Lobster. The Fred Lobster, they have good salads. Salads. man.
The Marquis de Salade.
The Marquis de Sunset.
Yeah, the Sunset Marquis de Sade.
Salad without
How come we didn't do
croutons.
that one? You know what? I got a lot of phone calls during this. I wonder if people going, I saw you just talking shit about me.
Yeah, how many calls do you get? Because I'm getting like calls on my cap phone. You see isn't that old shit, man? I got a cap phone here. Hello?
I use those to pee in.
To pee on or a pee in?
I don't know.
Either way, it smells like teen spirit
Or children.
or children, which is
Patrick Suskind.
Patrick Suskind, who wrote Perfume.
Yep.
And the only book you ever wrote that was good. You ever read his other book?
No.
The Pigeon?
Mm-mm.
It's not good.
Pigeons are dirty birds.
Depends whether you wash them.
You know what? Pigeon has the word pig in it. Well, you should start calling it piggion.
I think I always have.
It's like a Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Let's get a pigs and mount. Wait, wings?
Pigs have wings. How about Sisyphus?
Well, you know what they say when pigs fly, it would be a Pegasus.
When pigs fly, it's going to be pork more expensive.
And also another mythological porn we could make besides dinosaurs is uniporn.
Unicorn porny?
Yeah, uniporn.
But when you say mythological, are you implying that evolution has never taken place and the dinosaurs were mythological creatures and not
I'm talking
real?
about animals, horses with dicks coming out of their head are not real, but they can be with the right special effects and also piercing technology and also, you know, Beverly Hills plastic surgery technology that we could get from
Anyone,
the daughter of
anyone that has a Beverly Hills address.
anyone that lives not in the 818.
Is the universe finite or infinite? Because I know you're plugged into that shit.
The center of the universe. This is a lyric on my new record. I'm gonna give this up. Center of the universe cannot exist if there are no edges.
Man, that's controlled and externalated.
Chaos.
Now, when is your, I'm going to go for the lingo. Oh, Manson, when's the record going to drop? I'm a hip fucker with a nylon
The
pony.
fans are excited, Charlie. They all were wondering if you were going to ask him.
Well, the wonder days are over, little bitches named Cock Dog.
And Haruzu said that if the two of you said her name, that she'd orgasm right now.
Who?
Haruzu.
Yeah, well, she hasn't already come twice. She ain't a woman.
My dad just texted me. Let's see my dad. You
Oh,
texted
man,
my dad.
I love your dad.
He said I'm looking good. See, he's watching us
Really?
right now.
Oh, that's so great.
Look at this me in my kimono.
Come on
It's a
to
good
my
look.
house. That's Sparks. Remember Sparks?
I want to have a kimono, a stereo kimono.
I could do that. but
Kimono.
I need maybe a little hat. So when is your album coming out?
Well, my hopes are that it would be before the end of the year, because it's pretty much done. You've heard it.
Yeah, I heard it, and it's real.
You felt good about it.
It's as I said when I put listening, it's as though you have cycled around all of your creative works and reemerged on a new peak, extrapolating all the absolute entities of divinity and recapitulating them with a new essence of singularity.
Thank you.
That was a compliment.
Thank you.
A lot of people
I
say,
know.
why does he talk about his record like that? Motherfucker, why would he do that to that man?
It's a monumental comeback.
The Washington Monumental come now.
Charlie, they want to know if there's a title.
Yeah, but I
There
didn't
is,
say-
but that's gonna be announced.
You don't talk about
That's
title.
gonna be announced like within a week.
Yeah, you don't talk about title now. 'Cause
No,
it's
we talk about subtitles.
subtitle. That's because it titillates.
Yeah.
What would you call it, Charlie?
I call it fucking amazing.
Woo!
That's what I call it, but that's not the name of it.
It would be a good name.
It
though.
rocks too.
Well, there was one review also
Of what?
of the record by a British woman.
She's already heard it.
It made my pussy so I want to stick a metal crowbar up it. And I
Oh.
said, what other kind of crowbars are there?
I remember
I
that.
didn't remember like a plastic crowbar.
But she didn't say whether it would be hot or cold, did she?
No, she said that she wanted it cold so that would burn the heat inside of her womb. I believe. I don't know.
Because if it was cold, then the heat of her womb would inflame the crowbar and melt it. And then she could get like a cool puzzle that looks like a tiny hair.
And I would end up plucking it.
You pluck it. First you pluck it, then you fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
How many
you got to
laughs you
lick
got?
it to stick it.
True
But-
story.
True story?
True story.
For you or me?
No, I just like to say true story and I forgot to say it.
Okay, say it again.
True story.
Tell me what it is. I love truth.
No, I just like to say true story.
Okay, hey,
You know, like Hollywood true story.
true. This is true story.
It's based on a true story.
As opposed to all the other shit which I completely made up.
You know what I learned also when in a court of law when you say, well, to be honest with you,
I was just gonna go there, motherfucker, but I wouldn't even know court of law. Just talking to people.
we're sharing our brains.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, what the fuck have you been all this time, you crapping dog of nerd?
Let me be frank with you.
Yeah, well,
Let me be Frankenstein.
Let me be Frank Stella. Let me
Be
be.
Frank Langella.
I could do that, but I'd rather
Don't be Frank
Stella.
Stallone.
Wear your furs and fox pieces, Stella. We got a thing in Louisiana called the Napoleonic Code, which says what's yours is mine. Be
Oh, that reminds me of Napoleonic Code because when I was in Warsaw, and I am Polish by nature.
We
I-
all are.
Well, no, I am legally,
It's the
technically.
same word as polish, so
Well, yeah, that's why it gets confusing.
it is. Who the fuck?
Polish my knobs.
Yeah.
But so I went to Warsaw and I was in the Napoleon suite. He
Sweet.
was never been there before, and it was sweet.
Just call it that because it's for little people.
So I went in there and I tried to order pay-per-view, and it was like a Ben Affleck movie and Czech Republic language.
The blind superhero? That's
Whatever it
probably
was,
his
it
best.
was something ridiculous, and I asked for, and I called down to the front desk because it didn't work, and I said, watch, it's gonna take 3 Polish people to come up, and I don't even remember what is the joke with the 3? How many Polacks does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't even remember what the joke is anymore.
It's not
It's
even
like 2 to hold the. I don't know what it is.
It's like,
I just
one to
remember
hold
when
light bulb and 3 to turn the ceiling.
something like that. I just remember when first time I played in Warsaw, I just said light bulb. I didn't know the. I just
That's how you do say light bulb.
Right, so they came up and they did all that. But the best part about the hotel was that the bathrobe had one arm tucked in like Napoleon.
For real?
True story.
I love that. True story. I was once in, true story, I was in Denmark in a really nice suite. And it was the first place I'd ever been in a hotel where the porn didn't eradicate the money shot, so to speak.
I don't
Denmark.
like watching moving pornography.
Well, I was stationary at the time.
I understand that. You know, like I like still photography, porno,
Oh,
photography.
it's more Ansel Adams. But they
No,
kicked
no,
me out of
no,
my
no.
room because Brian Ferry was coming.
Wow,
Yeah, that's what I said.
really?
You know, Ansel Adams thought that he was shooting a color film all those years.
Is he colorblind?
Yeah, this kid said, "Dad, this is black and white." You kidding me? Those sunsets are gone. Fuck! Oh my God! All those the oranges. I lost the oranges.
Yeah, the glasses. It's funny.
That's,
Ashley,
that's
may I
Brad-
have my reading glasses?
Brad Wyman, my man.
I need to read something.
Oh, we're going to have a
No,
reading.
no,
now.
Reedson.
Reedson?
You got to see the movie.
Tara Reid?
Yeah, I don't know that
Reed-
that's a
which
book.
movie?
That's a book. I think the pages are stuck together on.
There's only one page. And
No, that's like War and
stuck
Peace,
open.
but it's all the pages are dropped out.
Yeah, like Warren Beatty, but the pages are filled in.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley McWhat?
Charlie, the crowd wants to know if he's going to tour with the album.
You goddamn right.
Is he gonna what? Tour?
You goddamn
No,
right.
he's gonna do it in the phone booth. and
No,
make
I'm,
everybody come to
I'm
him.
going on the World Tourette Syndrome.
Nice. You know, have you ever heard of the anti-Tourette syndrome? People go like, bunny rabbit, French fries, ice cream.
There's Ashley.
Ice cream. This beautiful Ashley and her lovely Ashette.
No, don't I look smarter now? So I met. No, this is a true. This is a name drop. True story.
That's a.
So I met Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah,
The
it wasn't at
sailor or the
Britney. It was not
comedian?
at Britney Murphy's funeral. Is that too
Recently?
soon? Yeah,
A
Eddie
Beverly
Murphy,
Hills Cop. The funny Eddie Murphy.
the black guy, Norbit. But I'm a big fan of the film. Well, let's just narrow it down.
Well, there are many Eddie Murphys. There's Eddie Murphy,
Yes,
the white
he's a
guy.
comedian, but I don't know.
You look like Charles Nelson Riley after
So here's
being
a-
butt fucked by a giant.
So I meet Eddie Murphy, and I'm standing with him, like man to man, and we start. His music comes on, and we're doing like this, and I say, Ashley, the same way. Can I have my glasses? And I say, do I look more like a serial rapist now? And he goes, no, you don't even look white. You look Hispanic. And I threw the glasses off because I felt insulted, racially offended.
You could, because those frames are clearly not Hispanic.
Well, I don't know. I'm not clear on the optometry of the Latino community, but I thought that it was the pot calling the kettle brown.
The optometry of the Latino community. If you can,
But he was funny though. Have you ever met him?
Yeah, I've met him a couple times, and
It's
he has
excellent. He's
some
very-
brothers too. He's funny.
He's very funny.
He's got some.
I mean,
weird-
but not as funny on camera. I mean, but he was a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, and he has some weird stuff going on in the background. There's like that thing where he's driving up and down looking for odd people in the middle of the night.
I like that. Some people call that cruising. Other people call it just looking for a good friend.
I call it, use a phone. You're a superstar in Hollywood. Get somebody else to pick up the bitches. That's what I say. Hey, Frank, go pick up some bitches. I'm Eddie Murphy.
I say that's why I know you, because you have children.
I have 2 children.
That is not true. I don't have sex with your children. I did buy one of your daughter's photographs.
You did. One of my daughters had a
Yeah,
photo show.
it's a Buick.
It is a beauty. Yeah, I have 2
No,
daughters.
it's a photograph of a Buick.
A Buick. And indeed, and
And she tried to cheat me out of it too, and I was mad. I had to call you up and pull rank,
well, yeah.
and I appreciate that.
It's she's coming around. She has some skill sets that she got from the neuroplasty app stand. I gotta try these on.
They're non-prescription. I just use prescription.
Well,
There's-
we're going to discuss now the abstraction of the dodecahedron as it relates to what we call...
There's street glasses. They're not prescription.
nipple itching! Ouch! Fuck, my nipple itches, but I don't care. Scratch me, flower! Oh, not on the chocolate part! You burnt my hole, Frankie!
I don't know what that
Crazy
means, but
glasses.
it sounded good.
Okay, now I'm gonna show you something. Now.
Uh-oh, I lost my
Check
mic.
this out. Oh, that's not Mike. That's Jerry. Okay.
Uncle Tom, Jerry.
Geriatric, but not pediatric. Now these glasses are all funky treat. Now check this out. I wish I had invented these motherfuckers, but look at this.
Actually, can I have my coat now too? Because I feel like I'd look better with a coat for
And
this next
Cynthia,
segment.
could I get my hemorrhoid cream? Barbarella, can I get my high boots and a little bit of waxing? My butt is sprouting like an alfalfa farmer.
And my naughty water isn't filled.
Yeah, I'd like my Aston Martin key. See what I'm doing here, brother?
Mm-hmm,
I'm just gonna do one so you can see the difference. This is an amazing little invention.
What is it? It's an eyeglass cleaner?
Yeah,
Because you're like
I'll do 'em both
the
for you.
jerk, Stevie Martin.
The jerk, yeah. Well, this much clearer now.
Oh yeah, that's much cleaner.
Whoa.
I tried them on now, made them up much cleaner. Although they're still just scratchy.
It's like Metamucil.
I never met him so I didn't shake.
I knew you were gonna do that. See, we're like
I,
Abbott. We're like,
That's why I did it. You ever had, it's psyllium seed, Metamucil. This is a great look. I'm glad you let me into this because you are humorous. And that's an understatement of the outcome.
I'm letting
of
you run the humor here.
Well, I don't think either one is running. I think we're both walking at a brisk pace. But have you ever considered just doing stand-up? Or have you ever done stand-up?
Sit down comedy, yes, but no, actually more so now than lately. Yes.
Hold on, more so now than lately. I
More
like
so
that.
now than lately.
Yes, Mr. More so now and Mr. Jimmy lately.
Thank you, Ashley,
friends.
for refilling my fuck cup.
Thank you, Ashley, for leaving us with sticky pokes. Oh, you mentioned
Ashley
French
pissed
toast?
in my cup.
The
He
best
squatted on my cup.
French, that's obvious.
The furry cup.
Furry cup runneth over, but don't run it quick enough. Really good French toast is made from stale bread.
I don't like French toast. I like freedom toast.
I like freedom. Oh, freedom. That was really good. That was political.
It was stupid.
That was sharply political. No, no, no. I beg to differ. We refer back to a time when members of our House
Douchebag.
Representative would not eat French fries. Let's call them freedom fries. Fuck off.
I don't like to eat French fries anyways because they just,
They're greasy.
well, they come out the same way they come in.
You mean in a truck? Or from a farm?
I don't know.
But I like them because you put ketchup on it, which is made from a tomato.
Catsup.
Ketchup. That's a Chinese word, by the way. Back to China.
'Cause they
Potato
eat
and
kittens.
tomato. Tomato. Ketchup is a Chinese word. That's fucking nuts.
That's so weird. I never heard of that.
It is
When I
true.
lived in Ohio, I never met a Chinese woman
Never?
or a Jewish woman or even, well, I did get punched in the face by a black man for dancing with his white girlfriend at the teen barn when I was 15 years old. And I was drunk on Genesee beer. It's from the Middle West. So I'm from the Middle West.
The Middle West.
Yes, it is.
Just to the left of the right west.
And none of that was racist. That was just true stories of the highway patrols of
You
my
know,
dick.
Your epithets may be oversensitized for individuals, but anyone that knows you knows your heart, and your heart is open to all creeds.
My heart, I don't have a heart. I have a heart on.
That's what I said, hard. Your heart on. But you can't get a heart on without a heart, because that's got to pump it up. Tumescence is the essence.
I've had sex with women of different races.
At the same time?
No, that would be like the melting pot.
That would be
Like the soup factory.
that's a race. That's more like a,
That's like the amazing race.
that is a big race. That's a race of your face. That's what you call a glandular condition, but won't take your hair to the position of the follicle folly.
I like to keep it to one woman at a time because I don't need an extra crying machine
Oh, that's sensitive.
that bleeds and cries.
Oh, crime
That's why I
machine.
won't be a child molester, because I don't like to work with kids because they're like women but smaller.
Smaller, and they don't make as much money.
Yeah.
But what
And
about
then,
midgets?
well, I
You
don't
ever
know.
fuck a midget? You ever a
No,
midget go up on you?
no, but yeah, I'm too tall for a midget.
They can go up, or they can do like chin-ups.
They could on my dick.
That's what I was talking about.
I know.
Otherwise, on your sack, it'd just be more like a
Yeah.
pull-up.
I tend to stay away from anything complicated.
You ever pluck?
No, that is so not. That was the most untrue statement I've ever said. I stand away
But
from.
you were in character.
I
though,
stand
right?
to stay away from things
But
uncomplicated.
you was in character, see?
Yeah, but
you-
I am a character,
Well, you're more than one.
and I don't like it.
You ever pluck nut hairs and then like feel where the hair was and like go for a braille thing?
No. No.
Surprise, man.
I could tell you a true story about
True story.
when putting my. Well, I was hand raped in Bulgaria.
By a Bulgarian or by a,
Well, I went to
a handsome man?
Bulgaria, and there was a hotel, and
Bulgaria?
in the lobby was a strip bar. Just so you know, one quote, people, is for
Hooker.
no, it's for euphemisms and vernaculars. Two quotes is when you're quoting someone famous.
Euphemism, euphemism.
Mm-hmm.
Each bosom make a
Euphemism.
Euphemism.
Okay, so there was a strip bar brothel in the lobby, and I went down there. So I'm sitting there, and there was no one there except me and my male companions, my crew.
Otto Schneider.
Yeah,
Franz Pieper.
and there was a woman. She was like like Gene Simmons, but with tits and a face. Well, that does sound like Gene
From
Simmons.
Kiss, you mean?
Yeah, that does sound like Gene Simmons. Let me strike that, Your Honor. And
Back
reverse
that
that.
from the record, please.
It was a woman that was like a big brown dinosaur that had, like, when she coughed, little cigarette butts and sperm would fly up in there and come back down. And they were playing music. I swear to our Lord Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, that it was like ding ding ding, like Borat music. And I'm just sitting there. We're bored. There's no one in there. It's empty. And she comes up and she's like, "What is your name?" And I made the mistake of saying Brian. And so the biggest problem was that she kept going, Brian, like Raggedy Ann. She's like, Brian, would you like to get to that? Brian. So just out of comedy and boredom, because I wasn't drunk enough yet to punch her in the face with a fucking brass knuckles or something. Not that I hit women, except when they ask for it.
Or pay for it. Or
Sure.
when they're not women.
Or when it's in question. Or when you're in a predicament, like in a green room, and you know, like the cops are outside, and you got to make a choice, life choices. Like, do I go to jail or do I kill her? Shh, put a pillow over her head. I didn't say it out loud. I was just thinking that.
The word choice. right upside down, put it in front of the mirror.
I'm pro-choice.
Same. I'm pro-football, but not to watch it. Watch him, I call it. So let's go back to the Bulgarian.
So we
woman.
go. So I agreed to go back into the back room, which was something out of a Gaspar Noé film. I was afraid to get lice off of the couch, so I'm just sitting there all, and this is me, afraid to get lice, because when I lost my virginity, I did get pediculosis, which is lice of the pubic hair. By the way, what 10th grade girl has lice? The one that I fucked.
The scuzzy one, the one with the smelly tattoo.
Well, the one that I fucked.
You mean crabs, right?
Yeah, crabs.
Crabs.
Not soft shell.
I had them once. I was at home.
I told my mom I got him off a tanning bed.
That's
How
right.
funny is that?
A tanning bed, yeah. Oh, was tanning bed broken that day? I once found one.
She believed it.
I was home and I said, "Oh my God, it's got 6 legs." And my parents said, "What's got 6 legs?" And I said, "The Three Stooges." And they said, "Go to sleep." It was so. I thought a scab was moving.
Moving scabs are bad.
Way bad, but scabies are worse.
Yeah, rickets, shingles,
Don Ricketts,
any of those. Yeah.
Gary Shingling.
So I go back in the back room, and this isn't gonna pay off with
Back
a big
in the back
punchline.
room. It's already paid.
So we're back there, and it's me and my assistant Bobby. He has like an Amish beard, goatee. He's very masculine, So he wears shants. They're not shorts or pants. They're just like great to hear.
I shan't wear a shant again.
We're sitting there side by side, and we've got fucking Gene Simmons' fucking doppelganger sister, and then some other sweaty, not disregarding. I mean, she was a whore for real. And so, when in the scope of things, like when you're getting a lap dance, which I didn't want, it was forceful, but I did it out of comedy. I was doing it so I could tell you that. I did it just to tell you the story.
Right.
This is purely to tell you the story right now. Brian, would you like to eat my putski?
Putski?
And I'm like, 100% no. And I left.
You had to make it mathematical?
No, but I said 100% no. But not like, can I suck on your dick or what? But do you want, like, I would want to, like, her face already was like an ashtray sewer butthole face hole of buttholes and ashes.
You said like it's a
And-
bad thing.
Yeah, but then I don't want to know what her lower mouth was.
No.
Because I think that, I like to consider the butt, when it comes to sex, as a backup vagina.
It's just the other end of the mouth, really.
Well, no, I mean, it's like
the
there's
end of the mouth
two.
highway.
One goes down, one engine down, then you've got another one. Just because one poops, one bleeds doesn't mean that you can't make them both bleed, and we're not God.
Not anymore.
It's in the Bible. I read it.
86.
Yeah.
You ever use butt plugs?
Mm-mm. I use earplugs sometimes,
But they get lost in the 80s. Because it goes right past the sigmoid colon.
sigmoid.
Yes.
You
My
want to
name
know what
is
my touring company's called?
Sigmoid colon?
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd.
And people thought I was pronouncing it like Japanese.
I want to go back to Bulgaria with you.
Okay, so 100% no, and I went directly into the bathroom, used Perel, and then I went and I took my clothes off in my room and washed my shoes. I don't know why.
I do.
No reason.
Shit falls down, gravity.
Yeah, shit does roll downhill.
Yeah.
And it also,
Nasty
but
flakes. leak.
so from now on, I will be Brian, like Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Indeed, it is. She had the Bulgarian kind of meat, or she was talking more like.
That's,
Yes.
would you put it in my putski, Brian?
Brian, you want to eat my putski?
That's what she said, and I said 100% no.
But Bulgarian 100% means yes, vagina queen. Bulgarian pussy smells like artichoke.
She was sweating cigarette ashes.
Nice. I'm so turned on now I can smell my own death.
Men, men cry by coming inside women.
Men come inside women because they want to cry.
It's a tears of a clown.
Tears of your down. Tears, the lacrimal gland, when it exudes a tear of happiness, it's chemically different than a tear of sadness.
Well, I've learned to fake human emotions very well.
Really? Wow. That's amazing. That was so
Which
maritime
was utter confusion.
That's really, really extraordinary.
Anger.
Wow. All right, can I just give you some directions? Here we go with it.
Look, I got cry.
Wow.
Well, I bet I could cry on command.
I know you can.
Punch me in the balls.
Is that a command?
No, no.
That's the 5th commandment?
No, I'm gonna put the command button. Apple E.
Commandal 6. Okay, show me lust for an alien three-vaginaed mondo. Nice. Print that one.
Yeah, no, do another one.
Okay, show me anger at discovering your cock has shrunk. You are subtle. See, this is how you know the great actors. These guys that got all big. Whoa! What a big whoa, Mrs. Jinky. No, pony. It's in the way. Did you ever make faces in the mirror like this, making stupid faces like?
I have a stupid face.
Oh please.
Oh,
That's
please.
the beginning of a song.
I have a stupid face. Let's sing it right now. Let's get it. Let's
You want me
jam.
to play for you? While
Let's
you
jam.
Let's go.
I'll play. Why don't I play?
You want to play guitar?
Yeah, I don't know how, but I'll make it up. I can play one string. Let's do it.
I have a stupid
You're
face.
stepping on my chord. Your chord?
Chord, it's according to who? Mother.
I like to be avant-garde.
I have a stupid face. It don't ever go anyplace. But my face is going to school. And that's pretty fucking cool. I have a stupid face. All over the fucking place. But it's not as stupid as the stupid motherfuckers that wanna take a picture of my face.
I'm not what you would call a classically
Charles?
trained musician.
Charles, is this recorded, this show?
No, this show is live.
You've gone an hour, Charles, so you guys should
It's
wrap it up
live.
here.
All right, hey,
Like a Christmas present?
I'm gonna,
Or like a rubber?
hold on, stay
Because I've never, I don't know what those are.
Like a rubber tree. Whoops, there goes another rubber tree. I'm gonna,
How come I want some more distortion?
more distortion?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you more. Hold on, I'm gonna dance. You can play, you can dance too. Because this is a Fletcher'suniverse. Be alive! What the fuck happened to the picture? There, it's back. Look, I have a stupid face. This is my little brother, Schnitzel Blanken. He plays guitar, and I do the funky fucker. Die Glocken. Hit me with the high part. This is where the Stones do it. I saw David Bowie do that. I'd like to thank my special guest, Marilyn Manson. Next week I'm gonna have a Bulgarian hooker with a stinky fucking breath. I'm also going to pull a hair from my dick that looks like a corpuscle. I'm going to eat a red chair. I'm going to make matzo ball soup out of a nylon hat. Hey, 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 hey.